T-Mobile home internet. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're 4 months in. We've had it for 4 months. Let's talk about it. Stick around. Let's just start off by saying, for me, the T-Mobile home internet has worked really, really good. And with that being said, let's start out with the good. When it works great. And speeds, download and upload are pretty good. And what I mean by when it works, they're working on the towers here close by the house for the last week or so. We've had some ice, and they're also upgrading towers with the 5G hardware and everything. That'll be really nice when they send me out the new 5G router. We'll start with the coverage of the router itself. The router itself, the built-in antennas and the Wi-Fi coverage around the house itself is really, really good. And even down here in my studio, in the man cave, with the router being upstairs and a good ways away, it picks up great down here. And the coverage around the whole house is great. All of our devices pick it up great on the 2.4 gigahertz band and the 5 gigahertz band as well. And down here, even in the basement, I connect to the 5 gigahertz band, and it works really well. We only get 2 bars of LTE signal, and that's considered weak, but we get really great speeds. We usually get around anywhere between 30 and 50 megabits per second download speeds, and around 5 to 12 upload. So that's really, really good. Here lately it's been closer to the 10 and 12. It's even got better with that. So that's really good. I'm really excited about that. And with them upgrading the towers and getting the 5G up and running, that'll be really good as well. So the coverage of the router itself is great around the house. Even outside it'll pick up pretty good for pretty good ways. Another good thing about it is you can connect up to 20 devices. You can connect 10 devices to the 2.4 gigahertz band, and you can connect 10 devices to the 5 gigahertz band for a total of 20. So that works really well. And one of my favorite features of the 4G LTE T-Mobile home router is the battery that it has in there, the battery backup if the power goes out, which is great. And it says up to 6 hours of battery life after the power goes out, which is excellent. And if you have a way to charge it, you pretty much have infinite internet if the power goes out, which is pretty cool. So, and we got to use that actually. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link right up here, guys, somewhere right up in here. And you can check that video out where we actually use it during a power outage. And I'll show you how I showed you how I charge it and everything. So that's really cool. Check that link out. Before we talk about the bad, go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring that bell for future video notifications. I really do appreciate it, guys. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that thumbs up, click that like button. It really does help. Now on to the bad. In this category, I don't have too many things to say bad about it. Here lately, a few times we've had to restart the router itself. For some reason or another, the 2.4 gigahertz band just totally drops and it's unusable. I don't know why it does that. If anybody else has T-Mobile home internet and they've had the same issue, let me know for sure if there's a way to fix it. It could be where they're working on the towers and stuff. I'm not sure. Every once in a while, that 2.4 gigahertz band just will totally drop and it's unusable, while the 5 gigahertz band is just fine. So what we have to do in that scenario is we just have to cut it off and cut it back on, just restart it. And you can restart it in a couple ways. You can restart it with the app itself. You can go in the app and restart it with a function there, or you can just on the back of the device itself, just turn it off, wait till all the lights go off, and cut it right back on, and it works just fine. And in that same category, we've had a few times where it's been kind of slow, and if it's slow and you restart it, it works fine. So I don't know if it's like during high traffic volume times, if it switches towers or something like that, and it gets slow because it chooses a further away tower or something, because of priority or something maybe, I'm not sure. But if we restart the device itself, it works fine after that. So I'm not sure about that. If anybody has any suggestions about that, please let me know. But they are upgrading the tower, so hopefully soon we'll be getting the 5G router before too long. So, but this has been working great, and I love it. That's probably pretty much the only really bad thing. And another thing, where they've been working on the towers and we had some ice and stuff the last few days, we called after business hours, of course, to see what was going on. We had a long wait time. Of course, it was a long wait time. When we first called, it said like 30 minutes wait time, high call volume or something like that. So but we waited almost an hour to talk to somebody. They're very nice. Every time we've talked to somebody, they've been very, very nice. And we asked them about the problem. They said they were working on towers close by the house. They were able to see that and everything. They said they were working on a tower and also upgrading, putting 5G hardware and stuff like that on there. And that's pretty much the only bad things that I've had so far. Now on to the ugly category, and we only had one really major problem, but it was fixed really, really fast, and the tech guys helped us out. It was involving a Chromebook. My little girl uses a Chromebook for school and stuff, and when we first got the T-Mobile home internet router and service, the very same day, the little girl signed into the Chromebook to the internet, and as soon as she done that, the internet just slowed down, and we was only getting like maybe 1 or 2 megabits per second download and about the same upload. It was just really, really slow, and you couldn't even do anything on there. And at times it just didn't work at all. It's working great up until that point, and we did not know it was the Chromebook at first. So we was going throughout the day, and it's like sometimes it was working great, and then all of a sudden it would just do it again. And I'm like, what in the world? And I noticed one time the little girl turned on the Chromebook, and it just kind of got some wheels turning. I'm like, I wonder if that has anything to do with it. And sure enough, we called customer service, and they got us to the tech department, and he let us know that the Chromebook needed updating. It didn't have the latest update. And once we updated to the current update for that particular Chromebook, everything worked fine. So that was kind of strange and weird. So if you have a Chromebook and your T-Mobile home internet is working kind of wonky or something, update your Chromebook, and that should solve your problems. But tech support can help you through. That's probably the only ugly thing that's happened. But if you guys haven't watched the first video that I did with unboxing my first speed test, I'll leave that right here too. Check it out. We've really enjoyed it. It's been great, and I've seen a lot of people who has it, and it's worked great for them. And T-Mobile will actually tell you if it'll work in your area. They'll be able to tell you pretty much what kind of speed you'll get to. And if you're curious on how to see if it's available in your area, let me show you real fast. Go over here to the tmobile.com website, because it does have a spot right here on top that says internet. And mine is going super, super slow at the moment because of the where they're working on the towers. Hopefully they get that fixed soon, and I'll have my speeds back where they normally were. But you can go there on the top, guys. It's kind of little to see, but you can also go here at the very, very bottom, and you can go here to the bottom there, and you can see home internet. You can click there as well. All right, guys, and all you got to do is go over here to check availability, click on that, and you'll put in your information and your zip code and all that, and it'll let you know if it's available in your area. If it is, you'll be able to get it, and you can see it's only $50 a month with auto pay. If you don't do auto pay, it'll be $55 a month. Great stuff, guys. There's no fees. It works off the 4G LTE. Super, super easy. And again, if you hadn't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button, guys. Ring that bell for future notifications, guys. And leave a comment down below and let me know if you have T-Mobile or if you tried T-Mobile home internet, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you've had any of the same issues that I've had. Any advice on fixing that 2.4 gigahertz band drop would be very much appreciated. And I'd also like to say thank you all for your support. It is so much appreciated. And with that being said, thanks for coming over. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, plan, prepare, and practice. Handy out.